All right, y'all. All right, y'all. This Big Rich. This Big Rich. We're gonna get into it today. We're gonna talk about it. You know what I'm saying? This is what we're talking about today. You know what I'm saying? We got the little books up again. We gotta do it. We gotta do it. Okay. Why women don't support her man? And one of the topics that I saw that was I had seen actually I seen this on Facebook. Okay. And I'm gonna try to turn these cameras around. I got both cameras working, y'all. So y'all bear with me. But this is what I saw on Facebook. Okay, let me do this. I'm gonna try to do it right, y'all. Okay, y'all see that right there? Can y'all see that? It says a man can work for 10 years with an unemployed wife and still be happy. He said, but a woman work 5 days and the whole community will know about it, know about the unemployed husband. How y'all feel about that, man? I mean, I seen that and I was like, you know what? I've been in that situation a couple times. You know what I'm saying? And I just think that when you consider the fact that most situations, and I think this is stemming from, I think they get everything mixed up. You know what I mean? In my opinion, um, both men and women should work together, okay, to build whatever they're trying to build. Whether that's if they're friends, it's the same thing. If you had a friend, you know what I mean. If you had a friend, if you had a friend, and y'all was building something, y'all would both want to work together to build it because it's going to make it a lot easier if y'all are working together versus working, separate. And that's the honest to God truth. So when it comes to a woman and a man, what happens is that they don't have a plan, and that's the first thing you do, and it all stemming from how organized you are. You know what I mean? A lot of times people are not even organized to even be in a relationship. You know what I mean? That's the honest to God truth. A lot of y'all don't even have a personal budget. Like, for example, I asked a woman one time, I said, what's your personal budget? She got offended. Naturally, she would get offended, you know what I mean? But I just wanted to see where she was at. You feel me? Because the way I look at it is that before I waste 2 or 3 years with this woman and come to find out that she's not even organized, she got bad credit, she being late, you know what I mean, and she ain't about her business, you know what I mean? I'm a up front. I'm gonna find out off top. You know what I mean? Number one, you got a man, whatever. Number two, what's your personal budget? You know what I mean? Do you even have a personal budget? You know what I mean? And that's gonna clear out a lot. That's gonna let me know if I want to go spend $100 and some, you know what I'm saying, on a date. You know what I mean? Because in my opinion about even that, a man should do that. Yeah, but you gotta realize most of these women ain't even worth that. You feel me? So it's like, you want the man to come out and spend all this money. You know what I mean? Like what the title said, a man can basically work for 10 years straight, carrying the load with an unemployed wife, you know what I mean, and be happy. You know what I'm saying? But a woman will work 5 days and then look at you if you unemployed and be like, hey man, what's up? You know what I mean? So what that tells me is that's not real true love to me. You know what I mean? Because when a person's down or when a person don't is not motivated or this and that, if you truly his man or truly his woman or whatever, y'all gonna motivate each other and you gonna make it happen. You know what I mean? That's just my opinion about that, y'all. You know what I mean? And let me give some shout outs to people that came in. We got Dwayne, we got Kathy came in the building, some of my family, Tanya, Ed, my boy John Hughes. We got a bunch of people that came in the building, y'all. I'm gonna give acknowledgments to those people that's supporting me, you know what I'm saying, that's coming and checking in on me or whatever the case may be. Let me give some more shout outs. Let me give to my entities that I deal with. I got Nutty Snap. You know what I'm saying? That's a safety app, y'all, on Android. That's our first app we ever built. You see that right there? It's called Nutty Snap. You can go download that. Also, we have our new app that's out right now. It's called Sports Connect Us. Y'all can start sharing your workouts. It's got a news feed. Also, if you have a business, it's really good to even sign up and use the app because you have a lot of people that's all over everywhere using the app. So you can post to the news feed, post your specials. If you have a special today, if you have a business, if you own a burger joint, you know what I'm saying, y'all got specials today. Or if you make earrings, you know what I'm saying, you can post to the feed. I got a lot of people that do hair, they post hairstyles and all kinds of stuff. So it's more it's a kind of app that that's out that has everything. So y'all see that? Y'all go download that, support the cause. We've been out for about 11 months. We're getting ready to expand. It's a slow process. You know what I mean? We need all the support we can, and we know how hard it is for our people to support each other or to support us. But I get on here because I try my best to do the things that I know that's going to try to make a change in a positive way. My opinions on here sometimes is not what always aligned, you know what I'm saying, with with everything that goes on. But I will tell you this: I'm trying to reconnect to the internet on this Facebook Live, and let me see if I could do that. Let me see. Can't continue. Oh wow! Okay, I gotta start the YouTube video over again. Oh my god! Live just went off, y'all. But I'm still live on YouTube. So what I got to do now, I got to reconnect, okay, with and I got to connect this damn thing on here. And I don't know why I didn't do that before, but I didn't, and I should have. And I apologize for the big mix-up right now. This video probably is going to have to be edited now. Um, I'm not gonna be able to flow. I'm gonna have to go live real quick and get back on. Um, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna try to do it, man. Try to get it going, get it cracking, and get it going. Let me see. We're gonna pause a little bit and let me try to get this going. Let me see. Oh God. Let me see. Let me see. Let's see. I gotta hear it trying to get back on. Let me see. I'm trying to get back on, trying to go live. All right, yeah, this video is definitely going to have to be edited right away. I don't know what these little things are. Um, y'all got to realize one thing. I'm trying to fix this camera, and it look like these things is doing all type of crazy things. So I'm trying to get out of here and try to do this. Facebook is doing weird stuff today, y'all, and I'm trying to get rid of all of this. You know what I mean? Uh, oh my God, I can't even believe this. Man, this is crazy, man. What the hell is going on? What's with all these gadgets and gadgets? Completely messed my video up, man. I just cannot believe this shit, man. You know what I mean? Oh my God. Facebook then went crazy today, okay? I'm just gonna go live anyway. You know what I'm saying? I come back and edit the video. But I come back and edit this later. Oh shit, y'all. I done lost everything. I don't know what the hell I just did. But it is turning out to be oh man. Shit. Alright. Oh man, oh man, oh man. All right, y'all. I'm live again. I am live again. Okay. Sorry about that. Facebook went crazy. I wasn't connected to the internet. I was connected on YouTube, but I wasn't connected on Facebook. But I gotta start all over, y'all. I had a good interjection. Oh man, this is weird. Anyway, we're gonna try to get it back and try to do what it do. But here we go. We're gonna start all over. Okay, here we go. We the topic we doing today. We trying to figure out why women don't support her man. Okay, and we're gonna start this video over, and I'm gonna have to delete the one on YouTube, but we have to get it back in and get it going. Okay, I'm gonna have to edit the title again, y'all. It did all type of weird stuff. It started putting all kind of little things on my face. It says bring the camera on. All right, y'all. Hey, completely. Hey, this thing completely messed up. But I'm trying to get through it as you see. But we're back on. Okay, we just got temporarily took off the air because the internet was low, and I didn't connect to the internet with the Wi-Fi. You feel me? So I'm back. But what we want to talk about, we want to get into it. This is what I seen on Facebook um, about a week ago. And as you see that right, it says a man could work for 10 years with the unemployed wife and still be happy. But a woman will work 5 days and the whole community will know about the unemployed husband. How y'all feel about that? You know what I'm saying? Um, I think um, we back. Okay, I think, in my opinion, I think that man and woman have to work together as a team. You know what I mean? 50-50. Well, some people say 50-50, but sometimes it can't be 50-50. So I'm not going to use that. But they should work together. It's the same thing as a friend. If you had a friend and y'all was working, if y'all was building a business, if y'all was building some type of relationship, y'all both would work together to build whatever you're trying to build. The problem with most cases is that most people are taught a certain way. You know what I mean? We're all taught in a way where, um, in a sense, it's good, but in reality, it's really not. You know what I mean? And what I mean by that is that um, the way we're taught to get ourselves educated and go get a job, right? But the problem with that scenario nowadays is that the people that control the jobs, if they don't want to hire you no more, they want to hire a robot or they want to pick up and move overseas, where that will leave you. And now that's the root of the problem. Now the root of the problem is that most guys, they don't have jobs. And what happened in the last 15, 20 years, most of these employers, they would give the woman a job, but they wouldn't give a man a job. Man, it was hard for a man to get a job. You know what I mean? A good job. You know what I mean? So the woman looked at him like, well, I make more money than you. You know what I'm saying? But if you know anything about money, it's not about how much money you got, it's what you do with it. You know what I mean? You can have all the money in the world and be broke. You know what I'm saying? Mentally, physically, you could be broke. You know what I mean? So by you women not supporting your man, you know what I mean, because they're unemployed, that's kind of like death to the family. You know what I mean? And that's the honest to God truth. Um, and let me see. My boy Z. Let me see what Z said. He said, "I told my girl to stay at home. She said, shit. I did not go to school and get a master's degree to stay at home. Yeah, but see, the thing about that is that what you got to realize is that um, people don't understand that when you invest 40 hours a week, 160 hours a month into somebody else's dream, and you're not doing that to yourself, that means she's an educated fool. Because if you had a master's degree, you would create a job for somebody else. You know what I mean? Or create a business, or, or Z, you wouldn't even be having this conversation. You know what I mean? Because see, she's been trained. Just like what I said from the beginning, we've been taught all the wrong shit. You know what I mean? And when you understand what I'm saying, you'll understand that it's nothing wrong with having a master's degree or a lawyer or nothing like that. There's nothing wrong with that. You know what I mean? But you got to understand that a lot of y'all that have all these degrees, you're educated fools. You know what I mean? And because anytime you go get a master's degree or a PhD and then go clock in and work for somebody else, that means whoever taught you or wherever school you went to, they did you a disservice. Okay, that's the honest to God truth. So if you're a woman and you got a master's degree, you got this big house out there, you know what I mean, and you got this BMW, that's a cool life. You know what I mean, to be lonely and to be by yourself. You know what I mean, because a lot of times most people give all that up just to have somebody that they could love and they could travel with and they could be with and they could be with the rest of their life and enjoy life with. Because to be honest with you, I would rather, and this is just my opinion, y'all, I would rather build a business with my woman and establish something that we have, that we own, and be happy together than to go work at a job where I'm gone 40, 50 hours a week and I'm not able to spend that time with it because time is precious. We all not getting younger. So I don't care what situation you are in, you know what I mean? If you spend 30 years at a job and then when you retire, you didn't spend no time with your kids, you didn't spend no time with your woman, and then only thing they gave you after you retired was a gold watch, and you can't even give that job to your kids, you know what I mean, because you don't own it. And I will get into this, and I'm not gonna get, you know what I'm saying, loud today and cursing and doing all that today. But I will tell you this, you know what I'm saying? A lot of y'all, what y'all don't realize is that stress will kill a vegetarian. Okay, that's the honest to God truth. And a lot of y'all are not organized enough to create your situation so that you could be stress free. Okay, because when you have to go and do something for somebody else because you worried about them firing you, you know what I mean? What the hell do you have? Yeah, a lot of y'all women, y'all got jobs. You can stand on principle. You can say, oh, I got a job. Why you can't get no job? Yeah, you could do that. But see, if we were taught the right shit, now let's get into that. We would, instead of after college, you know what I mean, what we would do, we would all go buy us a whole lot of land, you know what I mean, and build our community and put up a private fence so that anybody that try to enter that, they would have to have a search warrant. So if we get 5 or 6, 7 acres, or maybe 20 acres, or maybe 30 acres, or maybe even 50 acres that we can get somewhere and build our own community, you know what I mean? We don't have to worry about it. We can eliminate the police. You know what I mean? Our kids can go outside and play in our community and don't have to worry about the police coming in because they can't enter into no private gate without a search warrant. Okay? And what that would do, then that would create our own family. So when you talk about, you know, women trying to be independent, that's the wrong thing. That's the wrong shit. That's part of what I'm talking about. We're taught the wrong shit. So then you come in situations where, you know, women don't support their man. You know why? Because they feel that they're not their equal. But if we have our own shit and we create our own world, then what we will do then after that, you know what I mean? Our woman would be working with our community because we have a thing that's within us. You know, my people now, it takes a village just to raise one child. One child. So Z, what you talking about some real stuff, you know what I mean? But you got to understand that she's been brainwashed to believe that she has to go work. You know what I mean? She has to go and do this and that. You know what I mean? Which is nothing wrong with working. You know what I mean? But you two have to have a plan. You know what I mean? And if that means that you want to just, you know, you can afford to do everything and y'all can go travel and enjoy life, because I understand what you're saying, Z. And I understand that you want to spend time with your woman. You don't want your woman to have to go spend 40, 50 hours a week at some damn job, you know, that don't even love her, don't care about her or nothing. Because all the money in the world, it's not even worth it. All money ain't good money. I don't know how many times, you know what I'm saying, I have to say this, but all money is good. It ain't good money. You know what I mean? And sometimes spending time with each other and learning each other is more valuable than anything on this planet. Now, if your woman is able to get a job and work, and she's working and doing her thing, and you at the house, Because believe it or not, what we always say, don't understand, being a housewife is one of the hardest things on the planet. Or being at home is one of the hardest things. Trying to keep the house together and trying to keep everything up afloat. That's a job within itself. Some people have to hire a personal assistant to handle all their business. You feel me? So that's not easy either. You know what I mean? So what y'all got to realize is stop putting value in somebody else's dream. You know what I mean? Thinking that that's the right way. What y'all should focus on is your relationship. That's your focus. That's what it should be. Okay? So let me do this again because when I first started, you know what I'm saying, I didn't get a chance to say this because I got cut off by Facebook. But here's one of the apps that we got out, Nutty Snap. Y'all could download that on Android. You know what I'm saying? That's our first app. It's a safety app. If you had an ATM machine, somebody trying to rob you or whatever. Then we got our new app, which you can start sharing your workouts. Y'all sharing Uber, sharing houses. You can start sharing your workout because working out is all about motivation. And this is what the app looks like. Y'all can download it, www.sportsconnectus.com. Had to get my advertisement out. Give a shout out to some of the people that's in the building. We got Pamela, we got Z, we got some people that we got Don Z, we got some people. We got Tina Hicks. We got the people that came in the building. And I just want to thank everybody that either came in or briefly or whatever, because I think this is a very important topic. Like I said, that I've seen this topic. It said a man could work for 10 years with an unemployed wife and still be happy. He said, but a woman will work 5 days and the whole community will know about it. That's real. I mean, it don't get no realer than that. You know what I'm saying? Now, let me see what Pamela says. She says, my man, what'd you say? My man has got to have a job because we're going to boss up together and get that money. That's true. I agree with that, Pamela. I'm not in disagreement with the man not having a job or having a job, but I'm just saying that when you put your value, a lot of y'all put value in money, okay? But all money ain't good money. You say, oh, well, we got to have money. Okay, that's true. Okay, but y'all need to come up with a plan and organize and work together. And work together as a team. Y'all got to come together and do that. You feel me? That's what it's all about. It's all about coming together. Let me see what they say. Let me see what other people. Let's see. Z said, so different strokes for different folks. That's true. Let me see. Rich said, Pamela said, there's nothing wrong with being independent. Well, Pamela, I disagree. Because that's what they've been feeding us, you know what I'm saying, our whole lives. Be independent. Okay, the problem with being independent, Pamela, is this. Okay, you do not control the United States and the money. Okay, you don't control these businesses. If we owned all these jobs and these businesses that we work for, yes, you could be independent. But you don't own shit. So how you gonna be independent? You know what I mean? You can't be independent because that's being independent is cutting yourself off from your family. Okay? And that's not us. It ain't been us for millions of years. It takes a village to raise one child. So by you trying to be independent, or they taught you to be independent, yeah, that's all good until your independent ass is fired or laid off. Or because they tell you, oh, well, we changed apartments and we don't have that apartment no more, so we got to lay you off. That's the game that they give you. Then what you going to do? Now your independent ass, I'm not talking about you, Pamela, but now your independent self is out there living in Brentwood in a big-ass house. You had a steady income because you had a good job, but your job ain't there no more. You ain't got no job no more. What your kids going to do? He ain't got no father because you ran the father off because, you know what I'm saying, you had this big job and all this money and this and that. But see, this is a scenario that I wanted to tell you about. What happens if y'all work together instead of being independent? Y'all work together as a family, a real family, and y'all try to work through your differences and try to build something. have a plan so that when y'all are out there in I call it Fuckville, but when y'all are out there, y'all doing this together. So what happens when you get laid off in that family and now you don't have that job? Guess what? Now you got your man out there with you. So now you laid off. Now he can pick up the slack until y'all can come up with another plan. You see how that works, Pamela? But see, the problem is that we're teaching our kids to be independent, which is good, okay, to a certain degree. You don't own nothing, okay? We're a society of workers, and we should be a society of owners, okay? Kind of like Black Wall Street in Tulsa, Oklahoma, okay? We should be owners. We own this shit, okay? But we're not. And anytime you're a worker, okay, you're at the whim of the employer. Basically, most of these people are not in unions, Pamela. They're not. So a lot of them, they could come to work tomorrow, and their job says, "Hey, we're laying you off." What the hell you gonna do? You got this nice BMW outside, right? You got the big house out there in Fuckville, right? Okay. Now, all that, you just got laid off. You're not making that $30, $40 an hour anymore. Not only jobs that's available is $12 an hour jobs. And a lot of times your pride is not going to allow you to go take that job. But over a period of time, you got to take whatever. You're going to be doing whatever it takes, okay, to make that money and try to sustain that lifestyle. But let me tell you something about that lifestyle. All money ain't good money. Okay? That's what I'm trying to tell you. You put value on things that you should put value in your husband or your boyfriend or your fiance. Put value into people. You know what I mean? That way y'all could build together and you won't isolate yourself from your family and from your people. It won't be no isolation. It will be a situation where, you fail, because we all fall, and you was able to get lifted up by your community. That's how it's supposed to be, especially when you're in the California or the United States, where black folks don't own shit. We own a few things. We don't own shit. We don't own nothing big enough where we could even pass it down to our kids. So how the hell we gonna sit up there and say, "Oh, we independent. We're independent. We are independent people." And I don't understand it. I want to bring one of y'all in. I know y'all probably too scared, to get on this mic, let me see what Pamela says. Pamela says, I'm single and I'm independent. Do you want to take care of me, Rich? Pamela, I'll take care of you any day. You know what I mean? You family. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just telling you, the road that you've been taught is not the right way. Now, it seems right. Don't get it wrong, because I believe that most of my life too. You know what I mean? But then I understood that no matter what you do, okay, in this life that we live, okay, it's nothing compared to having your family or having, a man or a woman, in your life, and you won't have to be single. You could be together with somebody. And that's the problem with a lot of independent women. You are single. And I'm not saying that a lot of y'all are lonely, but I'm going to tell you one thing. And I'm going to say this, y'all can disagree or agree, but a lot of y'all think that y'all can get what you can get out of your female friends. I see y'all in groups of 4 and 5 and all this other shit. You know what I mean? No, you can't. Because human touch, okay, is the most valuable thing on this earth. Matter of fact, babies, within the first week or two, if they're not touched, okay, by somebody or by their mother, they will die. Okay, so that's a lot of us, what we're going through. A lot of us are lonely and by ourselves, and we don't get that human touch. You can't get it from your girlfriends. You can't fuck your girlfriends. Okay, I'm keeping it real with y'all. You can't. How you gonna? What you gonna do? You know what I mean? So what y'all got to realize is human touch. That's as simple. See, y'all don't understand about life. Life is so simple. It's not hard, but y'all make it more complicated, because when you don't get that human touch, okay, it's all kind of things that go along with that. You know what I mean? Depression. You know what I mean? A lot of y'all thinking that you're going the right way and you're not. It seems like the right thing to do, right? You go to school, be independent, get you a job, go work for somebody. Yeah, but then guess what? Now you by yourself. You isolate yourself. Okay? And this is a hard topic for me to talk about because a lot of my family and friends, they are independent. And they thinking that they're going doing the right thing. And, I don't know, never say that. You know what I mean? But I do know that human touch is more important than money. Okay? It's more important than money, Pamela. Z, us more important than money. Human touch, something as simple as human touch is more important than all that shit. Okay? Because I'm gonna tell you one thing. There's been studies, you can Google it if you don't believe me what I'm saying, but there's been studies that say that people that are together, that are couples, live a lot longer. You know why? Because they motivate each other, and that love creates longevity. You know what I mean? And that's the real shit. It don't get no realer than that. You can't put a price tag on that. So by you being independent, you might have isolated yourself from your people. So what I advise, we got to come up with solutions because I'm always about solutions. I think that instead of having that mindset, try to change that mindset a little bit. You know what I mean? Open yourself up, okay, for, try new things. Like let the man come in, get rid of this independent mindset. You know what I mean? It's killing us, man. I think it's almost like 60% of the marriages in this country is in divorce. It might be even higher than that. It might be up to 70 now. You know what I mean? But this is killing us, and this is the reason why. You know what I'm saying? Women don't support our males. They don't, because they think it's about money, and money and material things only go so far. Okay, you got the Louis Vuitton purse, you got the Gucci bag, Gucci belt, you got the Gucci shoes, the Gucci slippers, you know what I'm saying? All that stuff is beautiful. You spent your hard-earned money for that. That's great. You know what I mean? But it's in the closet. It's in the closet. Okay? What you gonna do with that? You only gonna be able to wear it on special occasions, which is beautiful. I mean, that's you live your life the way you want to live it, but it all looks good. It looks good on Facebook. You got the big house, you got the Lamborghini, the all that. It's beautiful. It looks good. But let me tell you something. I know a lot of people that have all that and miserable because they were sold a dream that they thought being independent, okay, is going to solve all their problems and they're going to have all this money. Yeah, you'll get it. You work hard enough in America, you'll get all of that, okay? But if you don't have that relationship and that touch with the man or with the woman, it's all worthless. You know what I mean? Because love is, you can't put a price tag on that. You can't put a price tag on somebody, giving you a hug, giving you a kiss at night, telling you bedtime stories. You know what I'm saying? You can't put a price tag on that. I don't care what you say. And a lot of women that I know and males are single because they believe this, and it works great. Let me give you a good example. You be independent, right? Let's run this scenario. That's great. If our people was owning all this shit, right? We be independent. We go out there, everything's beautiful, and we fall off. Then we can go right back and get us another job somewhere. You know why? Because our people ruling. We could do that. You know what I mean? That's how it's got truth. We can bounce back real quick. You can bounce back still. You know what I mean? If you lose your job, you can still bounce back. I'm not saying you can't do that, but you can. But it's just much harder. You know what I mean? The best thing that we can do now, being that we've been experiencing what we've been experiencing for the last 30, 40 years, and it hasn't worked in my opinion, okay? It has not worked, okay? Our people are fucked up all the way around. But is to come back, stop being independent, and start, doing the things that we need to do to bring us together instead of bringing us apart. Being independent is not the way, okay? And a lot of y'all that's been independent, you know what I'm talking about. A lot of y'all right now, staying in this 5-bedroom house out in Brentwood. Okay, you got the Bentley, you got the Benz, you know what I mean. You got the whole closet full of Louis Vuitton and Dada and all that shit. You know what I mean. A lot of y'all got all that. Okay, but you still empty. You showing up to events by yourself instead of showing up to your event with somebody that you love unconditionally, and that person loves you, and it's not about whether he got a job or not, which he should have a job. You know what I mean? She should have a job. Y'all should be working together. No, let me rephrase that. Y'all should have y'all own businesses and y'all business together, working together, because that whole scenario that I just laid out, that's not even guaranteed no more. And under Trump, guess what? He about to strip this country. You know why? Because he's a real estate guy. You know what I mean? I'm telling you, he's about to strip it. Y'all don't even see it. He just agreed with Putin. Did I tell you? He's about to strip this country of everything that it has. And that's the honest to God truth. You know what I mean? We got all these ads. Y'all been getting these ads that's been popping up, y'all? Sorry about that. Y'all been getting these ads, these new Uber ads been popping up on your phones. Have y'all been getting that? You know what I mean? This shit crazy. Okay, let me see what these people been saying. Okay, I've been talking for a minute now. Okay, let me see. We got Debbie. She said, "Real women do support their man. It's a woman. It's women who are insecure that don't." Oh, okay. There we go. We got another. See, we got Debbie over here. And it says, Pamela says, lonely is being in a relationship, sitting there at home while your man is out there with the next one. No, we're not talking about Pamela. See how you just entered into the negative realm. We don't get it. Matter of fact, I don't get into the negative realm. You know what I mean? I stay in the positive realm because we're not bringing man at home while you at work cheating. We're not talking about that. You know what I'm saying? We not we not talking about that, Pam. I'm just keeping it real with you. You know what I'm saying? We're not gonna talk about that. What we talk about is real situations. Majority of the people, because when they do talk about that, Pam, you're talking about a small percentage of our economy. You know what I mean? Of us, and that may be about 20%. But you got to remember, 75 to 80% of people doing the right thing in our community. You know what I mean? So that's a small number that they throw out. You got to watch when the news throw that out about us and make it seem like all males are cheating. Like they always say, all black men don't take care of their kids. That's a myth. You know, black kids do take care. I took care of all my kids. You know what I mean? That's a myth. You know what I mean? That's not true. Not even a little bit. You know what I mean? Now, I admire an independent, like for example, my daughter, she is very, very independent. But I always tell her, I said, be smart. You know what I mean? It's not about being independent, it's about being smart. You know what I mean? Because you could drive a car with your feet, but that don't mean you're supposed to do that. You know what I mean? And that's the honest to God truth. You know, being smart in this world is what's going to allow us to get off of this system that we're on. We've been taught one way, right? And that one way, in my opinion, has not worked. You know why it ain't worked? Because 80% of the prisons is filled up with who? Me, us. Okay, we have a broken system that we're still following since slavery, and it don't work. Straight up, it don't work. Because you're isolating your families. We're teaching our families to be independent, okay? And they grow up thinking that, so they think they're supposed to isolate themselves from their families, which they do. First thing they do when they get a good job, what they do? They go to the suburbs, they move way out, right? That's what they do. You know what I mean? So once you do that, the problem is that you're in another world that may accept you and may not. But if they don't accept you in that world that you're in now, do you know what that stress is like? Do you know what being working at one of these quote unquote good jobs and you stressed out every day because the working environment is not suitable for you? Do you know what that's like? And then you going home arguing with your husband, or you going home fighting with your girl? You know what I mean? Because you don't understand where these stresses is coming from. And I'm gonna tell you, white supremacy is a stress in itself. Okay? It's a stress in itself. White supremacy is a stress. Okay? Y'all got to understand that. You know what I mean? So what y'all realize, once you understand that the way you've been taught was the wrong shit, then you can start moving off into some shit that's going to make you happy. Because it's all about being happy, and it's not so much about, you know what I'm saying, being isolated. Now, I want to bring Pamela in here if she because you got a lot to say, Pamela, and I want to bring you in. I want to bring you in on the conversation. You know what I'm saying? Because I think you should bring some insight on what you're talking about on this conversation. I want to bring you in, but I don't think, let me see if it's gonna allow me to bring you in. You know what I'm saying? Let me see. Let me see if I can bring you in, Pamela, because you need to be brought in. Because I want to hear from you. I want to hear what you got to say, and I want not just you, anybody on here that wants to come on and speak on this topic. Please come on. I want to hear this. You know what I'm saying? This is, like I say, this is my show. It's called Just My Opinion. It's just my opinion, and what I believe. You know what I'm saying? So let me see if I could bring you in, Camera. I'm trying to add you to the conversation because I want to hear what you got to say. You know what I'm saying? And that's real talk. It says adding. So, like I always say, Facebook technology already screwed me from the gate. I don't even have a title for this topic. You know what I mean? Because it cut me off, and then it went through all type of crazy stuff and started putting dog noses on my nose and started doing all type of crazy shit. You know what I mean? But it says adding, Pamela. I want to hear. I want to hear from your perspective on this topic. We got my boy Z. While we're waiting on Pamela to be added, I will see what Z say. Let me see. Oh, you gotta get ready for work, Pamela. Oh, is that right? Okay. Let me see. Z says everyone has to follow their own dreams and desires and goals. That's true, Z. That is true. You know what I mean? Let me see. Let me see what it says. Let me see. Pamela says you're negative talking about independent women. I'm not talking about independent women. I'm just saying the way we was taught. You know what I'm saying? Is that independent mindset only works for a few. It doesn't work for the majority of us. You know what I mean? When you want to talk about being independent, truly independent now, okay? We talking about truly independent. You want to talk about people like Michael Jordan, who is truly independent. That's not dependent on no system. You know what I mean? He make enough money where he don't have to be a slave. Basically, that's true independence right there. We talk about people like Oprah. That's independent, but you got to realize is these people are a small minority. See, these are images. When they teach you how to be independent, this is what they're telling you to strive for, which is nothing wrong with that. But the problem is that 80% of our people it's not gonna happen for them. They're not gonna be no goddamn Michael Jordan. What makes you think we got over hundreds of millions of kids trying to be Michael Jordan every year? Do you know how many people are gonna actually make it to be that? It's like less than 1% is actually gonna make it. Not even 1%. It's like 5% of 1% will make it to the NBA. So ask yourself this: why would you spend all that time trying to be like Michael Jordan when you can actually educate yourself in the right way and be a true independent by buying up shit, buying land, getting with your woman, y'all work together as a team, okay, and try to build something that's real. You know what I mean? Let me see. I move. What did you say, Z? I moved to why? Because I don't want to kill someone over my children. Right, Z. You gotta move on if the situation's not working for you. You know what I mean? That's the honest to God truth. You know what I'm saying? But the whole thing about a man can work for 10 years. Imagine that. A man works 10 years with the unemployed wife and still be happy. Why can't a woman do that? You know what I mean? Why can't a woman work for 10 years and be with an unemployed husband and still be happy. But we all know, like what this topic says, a woman work 5 days and be like, where you at? How come you ain't working? You know what I mean? Man, it's not about working or getting a job. It's about y'all coming up with a plan. And a lot of y'all are not, don't understand, are not even organized enough to come up with the plan. It's about having that plan. If you don't plan, and if y'all don't come up with a goal, or if y'all don't combine y'all dreams and y'all come up together, it don't have to be the same dream. Okay? Y'all can have separate dreams and y'all both work together and support each other on y'all dreams. Okay? Because that's what it's all about. I'd rather for you to go down that route where y'all could have each other than you to be independent and don't have nobody. Okay? That's the honest to God truth. You know what I mean? But what you got to realize is it's a lot of things that goes on in this world, and we're not taught the right shit. That's the honest to God truth. We are not taught the right shit. And until y'all acknowledge that, until y'all understand that the way we've been taught is wrong. You know what I mean? We should come together as one, okay, and build whatever that we're going to build together. That way, you know what I'm saying? When your child is out there, I can help your child. You can help my child. You know what I mean? That's the way it's supposed to be. All this other way that we've been taught, that shit is not even close to being a reality. It may look good. It may look good on TV, but in reality, it's not. Trust and believe me. Anyway, give some shout outs to my entity, Sports Connect Us. Y'all can start sharing your workouts. Got a news feed. Y'all go download that app. And you know what I'm saying? Also, we got Nutty Snap. Y'all can download that. It's a safety app. Might save your life. You know what I mean? Support my YouTube channel, Just My Opinion. Host Big Rich. Y'all check me out. I want to touch on that a little bit. Like I always say, sometimes y'all agree, sometimes y'all don't. But in my opinion, you need to give up that independent shit. Real talk.